Hello, my beautiful earth angels. Welcome back to another reading. This is going to be some beautiful traits and qualities of your soul, because we always need a reminder of that, don't we? We get so used to ourselves, and sometimes we just look over some of the most beautiful things about us. So I hope that this reading can reflect some of them back for you today, and to just make you feel really good and loved. Thank you for being here. If you're new, hello, and if you're not new, then welcome back. This is going to be a reading with my friendly foodies today. We have the 3 piles. I'll literally go through and pick them up and show you closer so you can get a better look. But yeah, these are the 3 piles for today. We have pile number 1 with this little eclair. Pile number 2 with these profiteroles. And all of the timestamps for each pile will be in the description below, so that when you have decided on your pile, you can go down there, click on the timestamp and be taken straight to your reading. Remember that you can always be drawn to more than one pile. I just saw 111 as I said that, so I'm getting that maybe if you're struggling between pile number 1 and another pile, then maybe it's confirmation that both piles are for you. Always take what resonates. This is a general reading, you guys, so yeah, always take what applies and just let the rest go. But yeah, so with that all being said, take as much time as you need, pause the video here if you need to, and I will see you guys in the reading. Hello, beautiful pile number 1s. If you chose pile number 1, this is going to be your reading. I haven't actually pulled any of the friendly foodies yet, so the first one I pull is going to be the one that I put on the intro. I always film the intro afterwards. So welcome to your reading. This is going to be just some absolutely beautiful traits of your soul and things that people notice about you and love, and the things you bring to the table that, you know, we all need to recognize more things that we love about ourselves. We become so used to ourselves that we just sometimes overlook some of the most positive and beautiful qualities that we have. So these are from my friendly foodies. I have them all in a bag and I'm just going to pull them out randomly. I am actually publishing this into a deck soon, so I'll let you guys know when it's out if you're interested. But yeah, these are the ones that I drew up myself. So let's see, for pile number 1's 101, when I saw that, pile number 1, what are some beautiful qualities of your soul? Okay, oh wow, so we have this little beautiful eclair, and this is the optimist / curiosity. So you guys, what's beautiful about you is straight away your mind. You are optimistic, and it's because you have such a curious mind for thinking and questioning the deeper meaning of life. You could really be into thinking about the process of things, whether that's how the mind works, you know, anything philosophical or psychological, you know, understanding the mind or your mind better as well. Some of you watching, or actually all of you, I hate when I say some of you because every single person is creative, and I feel like you guys are very in touch with your creativity, whether it's in the way of your thinking. You know, some of you are really beautiful logical thinkers, and you're creative in your thinking, so you can think very deep. You're deep thinkers, and you're also, you know, you're able to see different perspectives that are kind of like the silver linings in situations. You know, you do this for other people, you can do this for yourself. It's okay, you know, sometimes we can't always see the positive side, but you always do, right? So what else have we got? You could also really like eclairs. Wow, okay, we have this ice cream who is the storyteller. Okay, this reading just about to get deep real quick, because this storyteller card is absolutely stunning to me. This storyteller is someone who has been through many experiences, you know, no matter what it looks like on the surface. You guys are very deep souls, and you feel things deeply too, and I feel like you've been in situations throughout your life that have really caused you to go inward, you know, some darker places, but you have come out of that, you know. you have come out of them times, and it's giving you so much wisdom. People see you as someone that holds a lot of life experience, you know, whether you feel like that or not. You like, people genuinely think you're a very, very, very wise old soul, and I feel like people could listen to you speak all day just about I get this is because of your mind linking in with this one, because of the way your mind works. Like, people love listening to you. They love listening to you explain things to them. They also love hearing about your stories, your life experiences, your perspective and view on life, because you might hold some perspectives that, I'm getting that you guys are free thinkers, so like you hold perspectives that you resonate with and that you've come to them conclusions about, instead of just, you know, kind of going along and believing what we're told or what everyone else might believe. Like, you're independent people, and yeah, you really have been through some rougher times, but I feel like you're people that you don't dwell on this, right? You like look to the future. You don't stay in like that victim mentality of, oh, this happened to me and this happened to me. You keep moving on, and that's why you have been able to come to such a beautiful place right now, is what I feel, and like regain your happiness back, regain that spark back. And not only this, but like your experiences have made you a more empathetic and aware soul when it comes to reading other people. So because of the things you've been through, they've made you really quite tapped into yourself. You know, when people say you can only meet someone as deep as they've met themselves, you guys have met yourselves on a very deep level. And so when you speak to other people about, you know, your experiences or what you've been through, or just funny stories, they don't need to be really deep. Some of you could tell stories of like you know, some of the things that you've got yourself into, like whether you've, I don't know, broken a bone, or like you got in this situation and all this happened. Like, I feel like you're someone that just has quite a cool, you have some really cool funny memories. But yeah, you guys, your old souls, you have a lot of character to you. You might even have a few scars, like physically on your body somewhere, from like either a funny time or just like an eventful time, you know what I mean? Or maybe, you know, this is like on the flip side and you have some injuries from, you know, a darker time or something like that. But I'm getting that like people feel like they can tell that you, okay, so even if you feel like yourself, which, you know, we all go through things, and I feel like if you feel like you haven't been through, you know, harsh experiences to feel sad about, that's just because our egos, you know, compare to other people, and they say like, oh, we can't be sad about this, other people go through worse. But actually separate yourself from the situation and focus on the feelings. We all feel things differently, and so if you're very sensitive, you can go through something that to someone else might not look like a big deal, but to you, you feel it very deeply. And this is actually a gift, because it means that you're constantly having to transform, you know, actual darker emotional energies. But what happens is, when you get through them emotional times, you transmute that energy into light, and it just adds into your aura, and your aura becomes a brighter frequency of light. You guys are full of so many depth. You have so much depth to you. And I heard this thing earlier that I thought was beautiful, and it was the deepest waters are the most beautiful. So, you know, the deepest waters, the deepest souls, you know, people can tell just by looking at you, like they make a prejudgment, if you will, that you are an old soul. You have a lot of character. They feel like you have a lot of stories to tell. They feel like just by looking into your eyes, for some of you, you know, not in like a negative way or anything, but just by looking into your eyes, some people in the past maybe have like felt like, and I really don't want this to come across in any way, but I just have to say what I feel, but they could have felt like a type of sadness, you know, in your eyes, like in the past, but yet maybe you're not someone to really show that, you know, what you're going through internally. People just see you as an optimistic person. Even when you're going through rough times, you don't like to complain about it, you just get on with things. And oh my goodness, guys, you guys are just such strong souls. But know that there are always people around you who love you deeply, that would be there for you if you wanted. But I get that you maybe you don't always want to open up about your problems to people, because it's not always like we feel like, it's not always that we don't feel like we can. Sometimes, you know, people are just different and we don't always want to talk about them things, so I get that. But let's pull you another one. Do, 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 do. Wow, you guys. Angelic Nurturer. Okay, so you guys actually are very connected to your intuition, to your crown chakra, and also, you have like a lot of spirit team angels, ancestors, whatever you believe in. You know, I also believe in like dragon spirits, unicorn spirits, you name it, you have them constantly surrounding you, and in your dreams as well. I feel like you guys could have some really cool dreams, if like maybe like actually physically in this lifetime you want to create some really big things, or you have some big goals or aspirations. You have a beautiful dream world, imagination, that you can really connect to. Your mind is a very, very big, beautiful place. Like there's so much inspiration. If someone walked through your mind, they would instantly be inspired into creating something, doing something, following their dreams. Like honestly, and that's just because within your mind there really is this lightness that is so creative. Your thinking is so imaginative, and it's like throughout the day you can escape to this place of daydream, you know. And I think daydreaming is like the same energy as meditation, and so this makes your energy really nice to be around, because you know you might zone out here and there, and this is actually a form of meditation. So yeah, it does clear out space in your aura, it does make your aura lighter. But yeah, you're very protected in the spirit realm, honestly. And not only that, but there's something really healing about your aura as well, almost as if sometimes the things that you say to people, or that they just hear you speak about, even if you're telling a story, just the way that you act in your life inspires people to be the same. It's almost as if like you're a great teacher, and whether that's for the family around you, your friends around you, or whoever comes across you, they just feel like they learn something. They learn a new perspective about life, they learn a new way of thinking or seeing things. And I just get like, you guys are really beautiful souls. Some of you are quite humble, and I don't really like the word humble. And that's just because I think it's like, you know, it has all these connotations of like kind of praising people who are humble, but I think we should all just celebrate, you know, the person that we are, and not have to dim our light for anything or anyone. And I feel like that's something you guys actually have learned very much in your journey so far, is, you know, you're gonna let your light shine, you're not gonna dim your light. I feel like growing up in the teenage years, or your, like, you know, your first kind of relationships, right, you could have had a few maybe friends or relationships that kind of clinged onto you because you had this really healing quality about you to be around you, because you're so nurturing and you give so much of yourself to other people. And I feel like this has changed throughout the years. You're such a generous person still, you're so giving, but you know the right persons, the right people to give it to. You are really a master of discernment. And I think it's beautiful because you haven't had to get rid of that energy in yourself that is like still dreamy and still open to the world and open to magic and miracles and manifestation, you know. But then there's also like this side of you that's like, you know, you're not just got your head in the clouds. You know very well what's good with people. You know very well what type of energies people hold. Like, you're very intuitive, which is beautiful as well. So yeah, I think that is stunning. You have a stunning energy. Your chakras are beautiful. There's something about your chakras being very clear as well. I feel like you've done a lot of healing throughout your journey so far. Like, genuinely, seriously, you've done so much healing. I can feel it. Wow, so I'll pull you one more card. Wow, what a juicy one to end with. We have admirers. So this, I can tell you a few things. This is that many people admire you. Many people look up to you. And I feel like some of you watching this maybe wouldn't even realize, like maybe you're watching like, really? Like, who? Because you are very much in your own world. You come across to me as like a very dreamy soul that's like, you know, you can sit and think by yourself. You can have that inner dialect with yourself and get lost in your own thoughts and carried away with your own thoughts. But you're also a very, very interesting person to speak to when you do open up to those around you. Like, you have some very interesting perspectives and ideas and views about the world. And I just see so many people admiring you, whether they tell you or not. Like, this is all the way from people walking past you in the street, right? Like, thinking things about you, like maybe something physically, like the way that you dress is really beautiful. People really like your style, or like the color of your hair, or just the way that you look when you're walking. I get that sometimes people really think like, well, I wonder what they're thinking about. It's almost like when people look at you, they can tell that you're really deep off into another place, you know, when people are really deep in thought. So yeah, you guys are deep thinkers. But this is all the way from people thinking nice things about you, like acquaintance wise, or even like social media wise, if you have any platforms, you know, scrolling past thinking really nice things. But I also get that you attract a lot of romantic admirers as well. You know, you guys, your energy is very magnetic. And as I said at the start, you're a master of discernment. And I think, you know, as everyone does, you attract all types of people, right? Some of them soul tribe, and some of them a bit, I'm not sure about you, but you know what is good, and you know who to let in your life and who to not. But yeah, you have a lot of admirers. There's things that people are constantly admiring about you and in awe of, whether that is not even just on your outside, but just about your mind. Like, there's such an emphasis and focus on your mind in your reading, and connection with the divine as well. And you really are a very aware soul, old aware soul, of the mind, of the world, you know, and appreciating those lighter energies, because you've experienced dark energies, and when you experience those dark energies, it really teaches you to just value even more those light times, to value even more them precious people and them pure energies of magic and manifestation, and just making sure you're always following your dreams and doing what you love and what is best for you. And yeah, that is really beautiful. I forgot what I went into saying about that. But yeah, so that's you guys, your optimistic souls, your dreamy souls. You have a lot of life experience, you have a lot of cool stories to tell people. You're very admired, even if some of you are a bit shyer or reserved, because I do get that. You know, you might not realize, but you catch people's eyes, you catch people's attention. If it's not for your physical appearance, you know, it's for your energy, and actually it's both. You radiate a beautiful energy. Your aura is really quite a beautiful thing to be stood in. So, you know, even without you saying things, you just have this kind of enigma kind of energy around you as well. Like, people want to, it's like people want to get to know you more. They want to hear your stories. If you're someone that doesn't really, if you're someone that has a smaller circle, doesn't open up to like just anyone, you know, like it takes a while. Like, people really just want to get to that point where you're opening up. Like, I don't know what it is. It's almost as if they can feel like a subconscious thing going on. Like, their intuition just pulls them to you, and they want to just hear everything about you, your life story, your views. You're very intriguing, guys. Very intriguing. I feel that deeply. So I hope you have enjoyed your reading of these few beautiful traits about you. Of course, these are only a few, because you guys, wow, you are amazing souls from the inside out, and I genuinely mean that with all my heart. You know, your depths inside are as mysterious and eclectic as your outside, and yeah, so always remember that. Remember how beautiful you are inside and out. So I love you all so much, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, beautiful pile number 2s. If you chose pile number 2, this is going to be your reading of some of the beautiful traits of your soul. And yes, only a few, because we would be here all night if we were going to do all of them, because I'm sure there are many beautiful things about your soul, because everyone is so beautiful in their own way. So I haven't actually pulled any of the friendly foodies out yet. I'll be getting to that in a minute. If you like any of the friendly foodies, I'm actually drawing these up right now as an oracle deck. So just so you know, if you like them, they'll be available to get one day soon in the future. But yeah, so I filmed the intro after this, so I'm going to pull out your cards now, and then whatever first one I pull out, that's going to be what I use as your sticker to decide your pile. But wow, hello pile number 2s. Let's get straight into it. What are some of the beautiful traits of your soul? Oh my goodness. Okay, we're off to an amazing start. We got the bro pharaohs, the bros. Okay, they're actually soul family, right? So what's beautiful about you is that you lift up your friends, your soul tribe, the people who you're around, who you love, like you care for a lot. People, when they're your friend or close to you, they feel like they're treated as if they're your family, meaning that you're very generous, you are very loving, you uplift people, you're empathetic, you're an empath, so you know when your friends feel down even when they haven't said anything, and it's like you won't say, but you'll pick this up and you'll do, or maybe you do say, but you'll do nice things for them to just cheer them up, or say some nice things to get them going, because it's like you really care. You care about the people around you, and they really care about you too. People actually in your friendship group, even if you don't feel like this, even if they don't say, which I hope you do feel like this, and I hope they do say, but they look up to you in a lot of ways. They really do. They look up to you just for your kindness, your generosity, your love, your optimism, your light-hearted nature, and also you guys, you are always my hilarious pile. People who pick pile number 2, straight up, you have an amazing sense of humor. This pile always cracks me up, and again with the bro fit rolls, like they are just cracking up, they're laughing. And yeah, I just get that you really add a lot of beautiful energy within a group. If you don't have a friendship group, this is when you're around people, your energy just adds a beautiful dynamic. You know what to say to lift up the mood. When you enter a room, you light people up, and this is what's beautiful about you. A lot of people admire you. A lot of your friends are so grateful to have you in their life. The connections that you have, they appreciate you deeply, and they really deeply feel the love as well. And it's beautiful that you have so much soul tribe around you, even if that's like 2 soul tribe, like, that's all you need, because soul tribe are people who you just get on a deeper level, and they just get you. You feel seen by them, you feel appreciated by them, and yeah, there's just a really lovely dynamic, a light-hearted energy of being able to let go and just have fun and have a laugh. And yeah, I get you guys are just chill, you're laid back, you like having a good time, and you like the energy to be light and fun and good-hearted and loving and playful. I get that you're not people who would feel very comfortable if there was like conflicts within your group, or like if you were around people who were, in a bit of a argumentative state or something. Like, you don't gel very well with those energies. They make you feel uncomfortable. You're all about the good vibe. Yeah, I think you have no time for bad vibes around you. It's all love. Wow, so let's get you another card. 404 I just saw. 404, keeping a score. I don't know why I heard that. Oh my goodness, you guys. You've got this donut. I can't even begin to tell you how special this friendly foodie is. I really can't. It's made me instantly change energy. So this is the friendly foodie of growth. Oh my god. Okay. So this friendly foodie, as you can see, I'm just going to describe it out how they are. Okay. So no matter how you come across as a person, whether it's loud, whether it's quiet, you guys inside, how you feel, and this is a journey, right, from you being younger to you now. So this friendly foodie donor is such a beautiful character. They have so much going on for them. I mean, they're beautiful, they're attractive, they have amazing hair. And these are all the things about you. You are this friendly foodie. Yeah, they have all these beautiful things going on for them, but at the beginning of their journey, they didn't really notice, they never felt special, but you are. And it's like you've grown so much in confidence and being your authentic self, and being able to be your authentic self with your friends. I'm getting some of you watching this, specifically, this is a message for someone watching, that you've had friends that you've been with since like school or like younger years, and you've grown with them. They have noticed how much you have grown in your confidence into the person that you are today. You have made a lot of growth, mental growth, just how you come across to people, how much you feel safe to express yourself, you know. And like, maybe you're someone who, when you're in a group of people, maybe you know, take this if it resonates, maybe in the past, in school, or just in general, whenever this is for you, maybe you felt like you're someone that in a group people don't really notice, or like you could kind of walk away or slip out to the side, and you would think to yourself like, you know, no one's going to really notice that I'm not there. And I know that's not very nice to say, but this is just how it is sometimes. Sometimes we just feel like, you know, do I add anything to a group, or am I really, you know? But as you've grown, you have grown to just expand into your beautiful soul. You have grown to see your special qualities. You've grown to see your icing, all your sprinkles and decorations, and you've realized actually you're a beautiful soul, you know? And that maybe in like earlier years you were too hard on yourself, you know? Because and I was as well, you guys. This is me speaking from experience as well. I was always too harsh on myself. You know, I lacked confidence. It's kind of like that imposter syndrome as well, you know, when you feel like you don't belong somewhere, or like, you know, maybe you get a bit anxious on what to say. And I'm getting this is all in the past. You guys have made a lot of growth, just expanding into the person that you are and feeling confident and comfortable in the person that you are, expressing yourself, seeing the value that you add, not only to just being around just single people and like, you know, like one-on-one with people, the value you have, but also the value that you add in a group dynamic, because you add a massive impact. You add so much love. People around you always feel so deeply cared for when you are there, because you just see, you know, you see people for who they are. You're so kind. You have a lot of love in your heart. And yeah, that is just beautiful. So you've made a lot of growth, whatever way that applies to you. You have evolved, expanded, you've healed, you've shifted your mind's perspectives. You've really matured like a fine wine, you know? Okay, let's get you another friendly foodie. Wow, okay. We've got this one. This one always cracks me up. I knew you guys just crack me up. So this is called Sleepyhead. I'll tell you a few things about this because there's a few messages coming through. So, so with this sleepyhead, you guys could be, and I don't want this to come across in the wrong way, right? But you make people laugh because sometimes maybe you are just zoned out in your own world, and then you start talking about or join into the conversation, or you know, and you're like not quite talking about what everyone else is talking about. Like sometimes you just zone out, or sometimes maybe you feel like you say a few things that everyone's kind of laughs at, or they're like, where did that come from? I'm getting you guys just naturally, like, you don't have to try, but you just make people laugh. Like some of the things that you say, the way that your energy is just so chilled, and like sometimes maybe a bit ditzy, you know, not ditzy in a stupid way. Please don't think I'm calling you stupid, right? Because you're really not. But like I do this sometimes, right? It's just like, oh, them time of moments, you know, when you finally get something and they're like, people are holding their hands in their heads and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you thought that, you know. Maybe that only resonates with a few of you. I hope I described that well enough. But yeah, sometimes you're just really funny in that way, that you come across as a bit ditzy, or, you know, but once you click onto something, you're clicked onto it, you know. And if you don't resonate with that, then this is saying that you are extremely connected to your dreams. You are a dreamy soul. You have an amazing imagination. You could just, as I said, zone out into daydreams just randomly here, there, and everywhere. This is also saying to make sure you're getting your rest right now whenever you're watching this. Maybe you've been a bit more tired recently, or you're just wanting more rest, you know, even if you feel like you've already had enough rest. Sometimes we just feel like, you know what, I just don't want to. Like, getting up for work and you're like, you know what, no. I don't know. Take what resonates, you guys, but sleepyhead is, yeah, all connected and all about their dreams. I feel like you're someone who is really gonna go to some big places in your lifetime. I feel like your community is going there with you. You have friends that are going there with you, right? Whether this is like business-wise, work-wise, or if this is just like hobby-wise, travel-wise. I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like you have a lot of beautiful potential in you to fulfill, and it's like you're stepping into that each time, every day you step more into that, because each and every day you make more growth and you grow more confidence in the person that you are. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. No way, this came out in the last pile, you guys. Storyteller. People love the stories that you have to tell. They love them, whether they're light-hearted memories, you know, funny memories. This could be like situations that you've got into, or maybe times where you've, you know, been clumsy, or, you know, maybe you've got a scar with a funny story or something, or you've just been in funny situations. People love hearing your stories, and people also see you as someone who maybe on the surface you wouldn't like, and I want to be careful when I say that, because I feel it different in my head to how that might come across, but I don't know, I'm just going to say it anyway. But on the surface, maybe you're quite, you know, you keep your personal life to yourself. You keep your personal life private, but I think your friends know that you have been through some darker times, some rougher experiences that you have had to work through. Maybe you guys like really struggled with like sleep or nighttime, or like you had this dark night of the soul, you know, a period in your life, and they've seen you come out the other side again. They really see you as someone to value because you have a lot of wisdom, and it's almost like people want to hear your opinion about things because you see things from a very higher perspective. And yeah, you're a really old soul, you're a wise soul. This card also came out in the last pile as well, so you might resonate with that one too. But people just want to get to know you. Like, they want to hear things about you. They want you to share your experiences, your opinions, your journey, your story, you know. They love listening to you. And I feel like you have some really funny memories with your friends as well, that you can really crack up with them too. So we'll get you another card. Wow, so you got honey on toast. This card is all about nourishment. Again, if you have had maybe if you're a bit ill at the minute or a bit tired, maybe getting some vitamin C or eating some yellow fruits or anything to energize you, some orange juice. You guys could really like honey. You know, you don't have to, but I'm just getting that you're a really nourishing person to be around. You nourish people's souls. There's just something really beautiful about your energy that is like your inner child shines through, you know, like that really beautiful energy of just lighthearted playfulness. Like, you still have so much lightness and kindness and love in your energy, even though you've been through these tougher experiences, and even though you've had to deal with, you know, maybe mental health issues or, you know, rougher times, and you've come out of them. You have come out of them. You have gained strength. You have gained knowledge. You have gained wisdom. You have grown so much to get to this point in who you are today. I really feel that, guys. You've made so much growth, and people really look up to you. I'm getting that you're a strong role model for specifically a couple of your friends, or one of them really comes through. It's like you're a really strong role model. They really look up to you. Maybe, you know, they really relate to you, but they see you as actually they can learn from. I'm not saying anyone's further ahead or further behind. I don't believe in that. But when I tap into the energy, I saw 1441. It's kind of almost as if they look at you and think, oh, like they were like me, and now they've grown into this beautiful person. I want to learn from them. Like, I want to get to that point as well. So you inspire a lot of people, a lot of friends, a lot of family to just keep going. Nourish yourself, nourish your own mind. But yeah, this could be also to have some honey and some nourishment if you're not feeling great at the minute, or if you have been more tired, anything like that, guys. So yeah, this has been your reading, 1515. You've had so many angel numbers throughout your reading. I feel like maybe you could be getting synchronicities right now, or you feel as if something big is coming. Like, maybe you have an idea of what this is. Maybe you are unsure, but you just have like this feeling like I don't know, something's culminating for you guys. Something behind the scenes is culminating. I'm getting that very strongly. So maybe we should pull one more card. What is it that's culminating for you as a little side message? Oh, wow. This is a manifestation. This is divine timing. This is angelic support. Okay, if you've been worrying about anything, if there's anything right now in your life that feels like, it might not even feel bad or stressful. It's just like, I don't know, maybe you want more of something, you know? You want to step further into your dream life. You want to explore the next stage. There's something that's coming in for you that is divinely timed, divinely guided. And actually, it's bringing me to a message that I channeled the other day from my spirit team, that basically when things are like fated to happen, when things are divinely guided and planned, I got that, you know how we always are manifesting certain timelines, certain realities within the multiverse. These things that are fated for us happen on every single timeline. So no matter what choices you make, what vibration you're in, they will always happen for you, and that's what you're walking into. Maybe if you feel like your energy is not the best right now, don't worry about it. Like, just do you, carry on doing you, because what is meant for you will always find you. You can't mess up what is meant for you. It happens on every timeline, and you're getting that happen. You're stepping into a new cycle, a new chapter. This fluff also came out in pile number 1 as well, so maybe that was a pile that you might resonate with if you felt called to. Don't worry if you don't. But yeah, so you guys are stepping into a new chapter, a new phase. This is manifested, this is divinely timed. Expect divine intervention, which means things will align for you. You will be attracting things to you, be it people, opportunities. These divine time things aren't things that we have to go out and chase or seek. They happen for us. So look forward to that, because if it's coming through as a message now and I wasn't even doing that, it must mean that it's coming in pretty soon, okay? So pay attention to your dreams, especially guys. Pay attention to your thoughts at nighttime. Pay attention to any desires or nudges that are pulling you towards a path right now that you haven't taken, because I think that is what is going to be manifesting for you. So I hope that you enjoyed your message, you guys. I love you so much, you beautiful souls. Please never forget the beautiful qualities about you. Just because we get used to ourselves and, you know, we're with ourselves the most, you know, never look over them beautiful things, what you bring to the table. So yeah, I love you so much, and I will speak to you very soon. Hello, beautiful pile number 3s. If you chose the pile number 3, this is going to be a reading of what are some of the beautiful traits of your soul. So we're going to be pulling for any foodies for you. I haven't pulled any yet. The first one I pull is going to be the one that you choose for the intro, because I always film that afterwards. These are the first kind of drawn up ones of the friendly foodies, and I am actually making these into a deck. So if you like what you see, then just know in the soon future these will be a deck that you can get, and yeah, but you'll see that. I'll upload that when it's ready, but just so you know, cheeky little promo there. But right, let's get into this pile number 3s. I just got such a rush of excitement as I went to pull out any cards, and I'm getting that you are just a lot of people's favorite person. Like, you make people really excited when they hear from you, when they get a message from you, when they see you. You just exude good energy, you exude good vibes, and people are left like walking away from you or leaving you know, your interaction with thoughts like, wow, that is such a nice person. You know, I'm getting even acquaintances or strangers, they are just thinking like, wow, that was such a nice person. You know, if like someone asks you a question, you're like extra nice, or just, it's just the way your energy comes across, you know, you're just so friendly. And yeah, I'm getting like a really genuine vibe from your soul, you know, you're just a genuine person, and you're a lot of people's favorite person. People are really grateful to have you in your life. Like, your friends, they appreciate you deeply. You know, it's not just like a surface level kind of interaction, it's not a surface level exchange of energy, it's like deep, you know, like you love people deeply when they're in your life, you encourage them, you support them, and you love them with all your heart, and that's why they love you with all their heart. People just see you as an amazing person who they feel blessed to have met. I'm getting that you exude angelic qualities. We haven't even pulled you a card, guys. It's because your energy is so strong. Like, your energy is very open. So that's beautiful. Oh my god! I knew you would get a card like this. Okay. Okay. Two things. You could be like people that like puns, or you just like can appreciate a pun, you know, like dad jokes. I love dad jokes. You know, some people are like, oh, they're the worst, but I actually love dad jokes. I feel like you might be like that as well. You just like can be lighthearted, be silly, appreciate the lighthearted nature of life. And you know there's always two sides to focus on, the negative or the positive, and you choose to look at the positive. You understand like the awareness, you are aware of the power of the mind and your thoughts as well. Yeah, so I say that about the jokes because this card's called Retreat. Like retreat, like treat, but okay, anyway. Okay, so retreat as in you're a retreat for people's souls. You're someone who, when people are around, feel as if you fill their cup up. Maybe this is draining for you sometimes, you know, because you just exude a healing energy, a comforting energy. You feel like a home to a lot of people. Like a lot of people, they get this really nurturing energy of you that makes them feel really comforted and seen and like, yeah, like safe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I'm getting this, but like if someone was homesick, like you would be the person that could make them feel better again, you know? That you would make them feel comfortable. You make people feel comfortable. I'm getting like, ooh, as well, as if they're just sliding into like a really warm bath. And that's what your energy feels like. It's like, ooh, really warm, really soothing, and just, I get this really healing energy about you too. Like, as if you give really good massages, or this is so specific for someone watching. This is like coming from a friend or a partner, and they think that you give really nice massages, or just something that you do that helps them feel better, or like advice that you give, or anything like that. I'm just getting like a really healing, relieving energy from you. You guys could really appreciate your alone time as well. And I feel like you're people that encourage those that you love around you to treat themselves and to make sure they're taking care of themselves. That rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. You just make sure people that you love are taking care of themselves, you know? And if they're not, like, you'll do what you can to take care of them. Like, that you have a very nurturing energy about you is what I get. So that was beautiful. Wow, okay. You have memories and nostalgia. There's people who really have some fond memories with you, that really have some beautiful times with you. You get people feeling nostalgic, like you leave a really lasting mark on people, and you also leave a sweet taste in their mouth, is what I'm hearing. Like, even if this is years later, or if this is recently, like you leave a really sweet taste in people's mouth. Obviously not actually, you know. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you've made people some like nice food as well, you know. But you leave a sweet taste in their mouth metaphorically after speaking to you and after interacting with you, and like the times that you share together. I get that there's actually someone reminiscing about you right now, so that's quite specific. But there's someone, yeah, there's someone that's thinking about you recently and reminiscing on times in the past or something like that. We won't get too into it, but yeah. And I also get that you guys could really enjoy just looking back on fun memories, fun times. Like, you really appreciate the good times in life. I get this really beautiful, wise energy about you that is just like really appreciative and grateful of the little things, the good people in your lives. You really appreciate the good times that you've had and shared. You appreciate deeply, and they'll stay in your heart. I feel like you guys are really sentimental people as well. My heart chakra just started like absolutely going insane after I said that. Like, you guys are really sentimental, and you're really thoughtful people as well. So let's see what other friendly foodies we have for you. Oh my god, no way. Are you for real? Are you actually for real? Let me just explain this one, okay? So this espresso card is, I'm still deciding what it's going to be called, but I think it's going to be called Long Time No See. Let me explain the energy that comes with this. I get this as people being absolutely shocked, like if you were just out and about and you bump into like someone, or someone's going on social media and they just come across you, like these are people from the past, right? Old friends or people that just knew of you, or like, you know, you just pop back up, or they just see you or think of you randomly, and they're like, I wonder how they're getting on. And they're like, whoa, they have changed so much. People think you've made like drastic growth, drastic changes. They just feel like you're forever changing as well. You're always transforming, leveling up. You have a really beautiful mind for that, like beautiful mind for expansion and healing. I get that you really inspire a lot of people, and I also get like people love chatting to you. There's someone that wants like a coffee and a chat with you as well. This is someone from the past. But yeah, I'm getting that people like, they're like, oh my god, like take this for example, that have you seen what pile 3 are doing recently? And then the other person's like, yeah, like whoa, like I didn't even realize like they've changed so much. Or like, it's also this energy of, you know, when you see like a grandma or something, they're like, oh my goodness, I don't know why I say goodness like that, oh my goodness, you've grown so much. Like it's like shocking, like wow, like you've changed a lot from the past. Maybe you feel this yourself as well, like you've really gone through some major transformations in the past like 10 years per se, like the longer side of the journey. In the past 10 to 15 years or 5 to 10 years, you've made drastic growth, drastic change. I get that like people really light up when they see you. I get that people really like are really happy to see you when they do this. People really enjoy like a coffee and a chat with you, or a coffee and a catch up with you. And again, there's someone who wants a coffee and a chat and a catch up with you. This could just be like a friend in general, or I do get this energy of the past just because of both the themes of the cards as well. Let me just, yeah, you leave a really lasting impact on people that you meet, right? It also says blast from the past on the back of this card. So again, you can have someone coming back to you from the past or something, and I'm getting really nice energy of this. So yeah, I'm getting nice energy, you know, not on like some readings where it's like, oh, an ex is coming back. I feel like this is like, oh, an old friend that you bump into or something like that. Wow, eclectic. You guys are eclectic souls, meaning you have so many different facets to your personality, your mind, your interests. Like you have very many different sides to your soul. People, you know, when they think they know you, then they think again, because you'll say something or you'll do something, and it's just like you have so many different aspects to you. Maybe you're someone who you feel like, you know, different qualities get born out from you in the different people that you meet when you're around other people. I get that you're a soul that mirrors other people's energies, and it's actually something you do as a part of, you know, the healing energy that you bring to this planet, to this earth, is that when you meet people, when you're around people, is that you have a way of mirroring and reflecting back their energy, whether this is like the beautiful traits of them, the nice things, knowledge, or whether this is also like maybe even triggering sometimes for you guys. I get that, like, you know, you mirror people back to them. You are someone who is not just, you know, one personality. Like you have many different sides of you depending on who you're with and what your connection is with them. And like, say for example, if there's people that are around you are more open-minded and then some are more closed off, like you might be speaking on a deeper level to some people, like about spirituality or like philosophy or knowledge, and then other people you still appreciate and have such beautiful conversations with. Maybe they're just more like loving and like catch up and like chat like that. But yeah, like you really have so many different sides of your personality. 1155 I just saw as well. You have a lot of different interests, some of you, or like you're you're multi-talented. Sorry, I crack myself up sometimes. You could also really like sandwiches or coffee or ice cream or hot chocolates or shortbread. I'm just naming the things that are here. Wow, oh my goodness. You got this little apple pie. Do you know what this card is, guys? This is the teacher card. You guys, you would make amazing teachers because you're great at explaining things to people. People feel like after speaking with you or meeting you, they are full of knowledge. They feel like they are always learning, whether it's just like small little facts. Maybe you feel like you're someone with just so many random facts about things, you know. You know, from like deep to small to big to little. Like maybe you just feel like you're someone with quite a few random facts, or not only that, but there's also a lot of areas that you have deep knowledge in as well, right? So people love listening to you. They love hearing about what you know, and getting that you just naturally pass on knowledge as well, because they're things that you feel passionate about speaking about, or the things that you're passionate about because you're passionate about them, you speak about them, and it actually inspires and teaches other people. And getting that you would be a brilliant teacher as well in anything that you set off to teach, because you have a way of understanding people, how their mind works, and so this makes you better at explaining things because you're in tune with the other person's energy. I saw 1331 when I said that. So yeah, you have a way of transforming people's perspectives, people's minds. You're someone who's like rapidly just always making new realizations, making new growth. Maybe there is something you're researching into right now or learning, or maybe it's just in general you enjoy researching, you enjoy learning new things, researching new things, just learning new things about yourself, the world, how the mind works. You enjoy just learning new things here and there, like say you pick up cooking or a new hobby. Like you enjoy doing different things because you're an eclectic soul. Yeah, and that's really beautiful. Really, 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 really beautiful. You could also like reading as well. People just think you're very intellectual. They think you're very, very knowledgeable. Wow. Oh, this is one of my favorite friendly beauties, you guys. This is my hopeless romantic, okay? And I'm not sure how I feel about the word hopeless romantic, because it's kind of like, well, why are they hopeless, you know? But this is people that don't lose their touch with the magic of life, who are connected with those deeper dreams that maybe they feel like are so far out of reach, but it doesn't matter. And because you're connected to those deeper dreams, you will end up creating those. You know, in them films, you ever see them, it's like, normally it's like the underdog, they have the big dreams, the big goals and plans, and people kind of underestimate them, and by the end of the film they always do it. Like I don't think there's one film where they've like casted a character that's, you know, a bit of the underdog or the dark horse, and they don't end up coming up and like being the main character. Like you guys are main character energy. You have big goals, big dreams that you will manifest. You have a strong connection to your crown chakra as well, and also beauty, aesthetics, and art and things like that. Yeah, so you're connected to your deepest desires, and you are going to manifest this lifetime things that are beyond what you imagined. Because have you ever heard that when you shoot for the moon, if you miss, you land on the stars? But people who shoot for the stars, when they miss, they fall back down to the ground, you know? And you're someone who shoots for the moon, and you know, you're going to get to the moon, and even if you don't, you're going to land on the stars, is what I get, that type of energy. So please keep on dreaming. Please keep on making, you know, plans and goals, no matter how far out of reach they feel, no matter how crazy they may sound to other people. You are someone who is going to manifest those things this lifetime. So yeah, never lose that quality of yourself. That's a beautiful trait. I love people who are like that, you know, have that just dreamy energy to them, that hopeless romantic, you know, energy that just believes in more and believes in the hope and that miracles can happen in life, and that are optimistic. So yeah, this has been your reading, part 3. I hope you have enjoyed. I have loved chatting to you. Please never change. You are beautiful souls, and you inspire so many people. You are so knowledgeable, and you're really going to go far this lifetime because you are multi-talented. You are skilled in learning anything that you want to learn, and so you have this perfect foundation to be able to create any life that you want to create. Like, you seriously can. If you put your mind to something, you will do it, and you can do it because you are very capable at so many things that you probably haven't even tried all of them yet, you know. So I love you so much. I'll end that here on 1717. 1717, live your dream. I love you loads, and I'll speak to you soon, guys.